Good day. Good day SSE 203 class and Dr. Myla Arcinias are going to present to you a review of a textbook that is being used in our basic education system. Its title is Understanding Culture, Society, and Politics. I'm hoping you guys to enjoy the presentation I made, so let's start over. Here we go. The book is authored by Jerry Lanusa and Sarah Raimundo. The second edition is published and distributed just this year by Rex Bookstore. The features taken from the textbook free faces here. You can pause the video for a while to read it. Okay, so what makes the book valid, engaging, and relevant? Well, validity, engagement, and relevance are three of the most important characteristics an educational material should have. So, do you agree with that? Okay, so here it is. You can also pause the video for a while and take time reading it. As observed, the essential points in studying the field is present. There are featured topics that are of today's interest, and the data and the statistics in this book are updated. Okay. So, what are the roles of teacher and textbook in a social studies classroom, and how are they interrelated? Well, the material provides the needed theoretical knowledge while the educator delivers them. You can also pause the video for a while to read it. Hmm. On the other side, can we rely solely on textbook in social studies classrooms? Well, being the study of society, we also have to let our students immerse in the surroundings they are living in and learn knowledge from the field. Meanwhile, constant review of educational materials is a must. Everything gets changed. Okay, so here is my overall rating of the material. This is based on the validity, engagement, and relevance of the topics in this book. Shown here are the rubrics. Highest is 5 and the lowest is 1. So by the way, the one field I'm talking about that was less given emphasis is political science. I find the topics about discipline too minimal. Okay, so here are some of the chapters I reviewed. The first one is about education and reproduction of inequality. Shown here is the summary of contents. It covers basic educational concepts, global trends in education, women in education, as well as multicultural and indigenous education. The next one is economy, society, and cultural change. This chapter gave emphasis to the effects of global capitalism to the poor countries, capitalism in the Philippines settings, different free trade agreements, and financial literacy and risk management as modern-day trend. Okay. On the other hand, the last chapter I reviewed is the mass media and society. This chapter is the most interesting for me. It tackled topics such as the use of social media in political campaigns, the what we call as information society, and of course, the major social media dilemma, which is fake news. Okay, so how could I rate each chapters? Like the overall rating, the highest is 5 and the lowest is 1. The criteria for rating is also the same, and as you notice, all of the three chapters are 5 stars. Though on the other hand, I'm actually seeing some lapses. So what are those? See next slide. Okay, so as you notice, I gave 3 to engagement in Unit 2, Lesson 5. I'm actually uncertain about the suggested a student activity which requires students to gather information in a fast food restaurant regarding its product or ingredients. It's a confidential thing, right? So it will require them to go under the table. And upon reading the selected chapters of the book, here are the strengths and weaknesses I observed. So one thing that I like in the book is the availability of suggested readings in each chapter. for further learning, And on the other hand, I think they are fans of Karl Marx. They seem to bias, Do you agree? Okay, so now let's discuss the overall qualitative content of the book. So you can pause the video for a while to read it. And by the way, regarding the third one here, I still gave a 5 rating on the chapter with a neutral rating in engagement. The activity is suggested. It's just suggested, Well, if you are going to ask me if the book can be recommended to be used in our local schools, well, for me, it's highly recommended. One thing I could describe this book is it's radical. We can read why. And in regards with indigenous education topics, it would be better if the authors don't just focus with the lumans. Okay, so reflection and feedback. Well, I have no teaching experience, and this activity for me is like reviewing a product that I haven't tested yet. But I'm thankful for this activity. I can apply it once I enter the education sector. Okay, so thank you for watching the presentation. You can type in the comment section your feedbacks and suggestions. By the way, if you're interested to have a copy of this book, it is available in Rex Bookstore website. Just add shipping fee. So have a great semester to everyone.